I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. All my dreams pass before my eyes, a curiosity. Same old song, just a drop of water in an endless sea. All we do crumbles to the ground, though we refuse to see. No, don't hang on. Nothing lasts forever but the earth and sky. It slips away, and all your money won't another minute buy. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Everything is dust in the wind. The wind. This is the energy I have coming in for the Earth Sign Collective. It's a song by Kansas called Dust in the Wind, and I will put the link to that song in the comments. It's a really potent song. It's very simple, but it speaks volumes, and I'm sure many of you are familiar with it. And if you're not familiar with it, I hope you'll give it a listen. It really captures a certain energy signature that's around you all, especially with the energy coming in with the Cancer full moon that will be arriving tomorrow on Monday, the 13th of January. And we have Capricorn in the mix here with the Earth Sign Collective. We're going to be reading for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And this is for any significant placement. It's also if you have a prominent placement in the 10th house, 2nd house, or 6th house, or if you are a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio rising, that makes you the respective descendants of those signs. So we're going to do this a little different here. I just want to dive into the energy and get sort of an overarching read for you with the Arcane BS deck, and then I'm going to get individual messages for each of you. But this song has been sitting with me for a couple days as I've been dropping into the Earth Sign Collective energy. And I think it speaks of a certain temporal nature of things that you're really confronting right now. You're recognizing that some things that you thought were built to last, or some things that you thought were going to be with you for the long haul, are starting to fall away. You're starting to view your life through a different kind of lens. You're having some awakenings that are occurring here. You're starting to get down to what really matters, what really has value in your life. And there may have been a lot of focus on material gain or getting ahead financially or the things that money can buy, but you're really starting to realize that all those things fall flat when there's certain things that fall away. I do feel like there are the winds of change that are coming into your life. Kansas makes me think of the Wizard of Oz. It makes me think how Dorothy wasn't really satisfied with what she had. She wanted something more. And so she sort of pushed away maybe what was good for her, pushed away something that actually was more in alignment for her than she had previously thought. It was something she did in haste. It was something she did impulsively. And yet the winds of change came in the form of the tornado, and it carted her off to a very different reality. And she had to go on quite an adventure. And she came along some other characters along the way. And all of these characters were very important and fundamental for her own personal development. It's like she tried to help them recover their sense of courage. She tried to help them recover their sense of heart. She tried to help them get some brains, you know. But in the end, she had to really learn about her own power. So you might have been in a situation where you've been helping some people out. You've been putting a lot of energy into other people and helping them solve some different issues in their lives. But there's something here where you're really recognizing an area where you need to step into your own personal empowerment. I feel like the winds of change are coming in. and it's about to really change the landscape for you. It is going to open up a road for you, a way through, but it's a road that's about learning a new way forward, and also something new about yourself along the way. I do feel like you're in this place where you're going to be moving back into your sense of personal empowerment with this road that opens up with the full moon. So let's get some details coming in here. Yes, and I think just with everything that's going on in the world with the Frotus, you're starting to feel the gravity of the collective energy as well. You're starting to realize that we're at a really, really pivotal time in history, and certain things that used to feel like they are what should warrant your focus and your attention, you're seeing that they're actually not where you need to put your focus right now, because we can't count on tomorrow. You know, all we have is this moment. So there's something that's really shifting in your value system as far as what has importance. And I feel like you're trying to free yourself almost from the shackles of things that at one point for you, they may have symbolized success or they may have symbolized advancement, but you want to get free of all that. You're starting to see what it really means to live a life of success, what it really means to live the dream. And it's sort of not the dream that you've been sold. You may be feeling the march of time. There may be some situation you're dealing with. There may be somebody that you are recognizing you only have so much time with them as well. You may be looking at yourself. You may be reflecting on years gone by, years that you may feel have been wasted on trivial pursuits. And now you want to step forward towards a life of more meaning. I do feel like you are leveling up as you enter this cycle. And as you level up, each step is taking you further and further away from an old view you had of yourself, an old life that used to be comfortable for you. I feel like as you are stepping forward here, there's certain illusions that are falling away. You're looking at past reflections of yourself. You may be reflecting on the past, but you're also in this process of shattering illusions, also shattering any concept of an opponent, somebody who is working against you. You're recognizing that in order for you to advance, you have to stay really focused on where you want to go at this time. You're also recognizing that when it comes to opposition, the greatest opposition is within, not without. And once you really arrive at this understanding, it makes your ability to progress come much easier for you. In fact, I feel like there's going to be countless doors of opportunity for you to step through. Some of the doors that are going to be presented to you are doors that you would have just been so quick to walk through in the past. But now you realize what's on the other side of that door isn't quite the opportunity you're looking for. You're looking for something more. I feel like you have a higher perspective that's coming in for you. It may even be because of something that was lost to the sands of time, something that falls away, something that has just been completely leveled in your life. Some of you have gone through a major tower in your life. Some of you are about to go through a tower. I saw 9 on the clock when I brought that in. Coming through very strongly is like the hermit's journey when you're off seeking for something more, seeking for something that can't be resolved by any kind of outside trappings. It's something that has to speak deeply to your soul. So I do feel like there's a lot of spiritual focus coming onto your path, even as certain cycles are coming to a close. I do feel there's some kind of energy here where maybe there's an uprooting. It takes you from one place, maybe one space, maybe from one timeline to another. And now you find the way before you completely clear. I do feel that as you step forward, though, there's sort of like these reflections that confront you. that are coming in here. But I see steady progression as long as you keep your focus. Keep your focus on where you're going, not where you've been. Yes. And with this full moon, you may be feeling a lot of emotions bubbling up to the surface. You may be having a lot of stuff that you sort of tucked away in the closet that's coming out and coming up to be looked at, acknowledged. This may be a lot coming up around intimate connections that you've had. This also may be around certain deceptions, certain illusions that you've held in the past. And now the scales are falling from your eyes. You're seeing things clearly. I also feel like this could be some old energies coming around as well. Energies that you know may have a more kind of destructive influence on your life and are asking for transformation at this time. Do expect old themes, old characters, old identities, old perceptions of situations to kind of come up at this time to be finally confronted so they can be digested and transformed. This is really what's coming in with this full moon energy for you, coming to a head for you, earth signs. Let me get any more details that want to come through here. And then I'm going to dive into each of your individual energies. Also, that song, Dust in the Wind, is going to be a bit of a synchronicity marker for you. So if you're out and about, driving in your car, and that song comes on, pay attention to what are you feeling in that moment? What's going on in your environment? There's something to be revealed to you. Ooh, okay, that's going to be starting out pretty strong there. Interesting. Okay, yeah, see, I do feel like in the past you were tempted by certain things that you viewed as like that proverbial golden apple. And those things, once you took a bite out of them, they ended up leading to a lot of complication for you. They may have brought a lot of chaos into your life. They also may have brought a lot of strings attached with certain opportunities that now you feel are draining your energy, maybe even blocking your creativity or new beginnings that you want to see in your life, okay? And this may have been in relation to where you invested your heart, what you gave your heart over to, or who you gave your heart over to that left you sort of feeling like you had your heart stolen from you. It might be a sense of needing to reclaim your heart, to call your heart back to you. You do feel like something has stolen your heart here. You may be finding it hard to really tap into the essence of your heart because of a very difficult situation that you're dealing with. Others, you feel like there's a certain person that really has your heart, and for one reason or another, you're feeling either the sting of rejection or the sting of separation or the sting of complication or not really knowing in some cases, even if this person is right by your side, how do I fully let them in when I have all this old stuff I've sort of shoved in the closet from the past that's blocking my heart? It's not allowing me to go that place where I can really let the walls down and let love in. Some of you are sort of chained to a post that's just draining you of your sense of purpose. Your heart isn't in it. Whatever you're doing, it's not as fulfilling as you thought it was. You feel this has stolen your heart from you and you want to reclaim it. You want to reclaim it because there's something here that you can't stop fixating on. It's like your proverbial golden carrot. It's that sweet reward, 1414 on the clock there. There's alchemy at work here. There's something you have to transform to bring this manifestation into view, this desired outcome, this cosmic golden carrot. It does require an ending, and it does require that you are the one who calls quits on this thing. Notice the scythe in the hand. Once you do, this golden carrot is yours. You may feel it's being dangled before you. You may feel like somebody else is keeping it from you. That's not the case at all. The power is in your hand, but there's something that is draining the energy. It's draining your heart of its precious reserves, of its ojas, that nectar of life. There's something here that your heart is not in. And yet you keep pouring so much energy into it that it's eluding the very thing that will truly give you that sense of fullness back in your heart, return you back into that essence that is you, right? Is coming into view. Got a lot of cards that came out here. Yes, yes, yes. See, you're really feeling the march of time here. You see that time is slipping away. It's just like dust in the wind, and you had all these plans for transformation, all these things you were going to do, but there's a certain path, a certain route that you chose that actually drove you more into the shadow. It drove you more into the South Node. And I got this imagery of almost feeling like you take steps forward and then you feel pulled back, almost like you're trying to move through quicksand here. But there's a key with that, with quicksand, if you don't want to sink. Quicksand requires that you stay really calm, that you stay really focused, that you stay really centered. So again, this message coming through for you about having focus to advance. Don't struggle with this too much. That's not going to give you a way through. In fact, it could complicate matters more. There is something here that needs to be released. It's related to the shadow. This is moth medicine. Once this is released, then the new chapter opens up for you, and you have more authority in regard to how the story unfolds. Some of you gave over the authority of authorship of your story to another. And this is the connection that needs to be cut off so something can be transformed here. It's like there's an energy that's hitching a ride here for you, but they're the only ones who are eating here. You're still searching for the source of nourishment. You're still searching for your sense of flow. But I do think that you're getting really close to recognizing that something that you've been supporting for too long is sort of biting the hand that feeds it. And the minute that you cut this off, you retrieve your keys, you balance what's been going on at the South Node that's been holding you back. The road opens and you find your way through. And this card here, interesting that it's kind of closing it out. It's coming out as a crossing energy, and it's on top of the deck that I'm going to be using for looking at each of you individually and the messages that want to come through for you. Is right on top of the angels and imps deck that I'm going to use for you guys. So let's see what this crossing card is. Yes. See, you got your slice of the pie, so to speak, your slice of that great dream, all those things that were supposed to bring you fulfillment or stability. And you recognize that though they may have brought sort of the illusion of stability or fulfillment on the outside, on the inside, they've created more instability. And it's something that once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. You're not satisfied with this piece of the pie. You know there's so much more for you. There's so much more that you desire here. And see, that's the thing. Once you've seen something, you can't unsee it. So I think there's a wind of change that's coming in to support you. There might be a little bit of disruption that comes in with this, but ultimately it's in your best interest. All right, let's dive into it. For each of the individual signs of the Earth Collective, I'm going to begin first with Capricorn because it is still their solar return. So that's how we do it here. They get to go first. And we're going to keep this real simple and to the point. I do have a channeled message that came in for you, Capricorn. First of all, I want to bring you a lucky symbol that you can look for that's sort of like a synchronicity for you. What I got for you is the 4-leaf clover. I do feel like you are going to have luck in a situation where you've been feeling really held back or thwarted, and it's been frustrating for you. There's some kind of poetic justice that's coming in here for you that's going to be like a total hoot for you. I feel like there's some kind of almost like, it feels like victorious laughter that comes through with this poetic justice that is delivered. It might have something to do with a particular trickster. The initial D came in around this, so that may be of significance for some of you. It may be something that's revealed over the next 72 hours. I feel like this is somebody who spoke badly about you or spread falsehoods about you. You could have had an argument with this person. This person could have treated you as a child or undermined you in some way. I do feel like this person is kind of getting their just desserts. This person's been a bit of a troublemaker for you on your path, and something's about to turn around. There's also an energy around this character that gives me the impression that they might be somewhat of a dibble dabbler. They might consider themselves an expert in some area, but really they're a novice. Okay, so this could help give you a little bit of a clue. This could also be an alchemist who sort of doesn't really understand the ropes and has been working out of their area of expertise, let's say. Okay, it might have made some things a little messy. Okay, but I do feel like you're going to overcome this. There's some kind of poetic justice coming through here. You have a lot of strength. You have a lot of power and a lot of protection on your side. I got seahorse totem coming in for you. Seahorse is also connected to the hippocampus. And the hippocampus is a place of focus, okay? Focus for meditation. There's something really about getting your focus and staying centered in that, not being distracted by other energies that are trying to tug at you here, because something is about to be balanced out. And who you are is going to come through really strongly. So anything that was spoken against you, anything that put you in a bad spot because somebody was at odds with you, it almost seems like there's like a little bit of competitiveness here, or this person feels that they know how you should live your life better than you do yourself. Work with seahorse medicine a bit, and there might be a lot that benefits you, not only in terms of meditation, but also tapping into your imagination and creativity here, because seahorse also brings in that quality. And much like you, sea goat, I have to tell you that seahorse also knows how to go real deep, knows how to navigate the deep waters, but also does so with a sense of playfulness, okay? So I do feel like something's about to turn for you here, and it's going to be great reward for you. Yes, I do feel like with the 9 of Wands here, you've been in a position where you've really had to fend off a lot for a while. You've had a lot coming at you. It's been one thing after another. Maybe you're expecting more of the same. Maybe you're bracing yourself for another fight. Maybe you're bracing yourself for just more of that disruption coming in that you have to navigate. But I actually feel like you're getting to the other side of this. And I'm noticing 2 victory wreaths here. So there may be 2 of you that are getting to the other side of something difficult that was caused by a meddling party. Yes, and whatever's coming through here, I feel like a certain mystery is going to be solved as far as where was that tricky energy coming from. I feel like somebody is going to get exposed here for you. And from there, you feel just like so much freedom where you once felt really held back. Things open up for you. All right, this is good energy. So don't prepare yourself for more of the same, because you're not going that way, right? What's coming in here for Capricorn with this lunar cycle that is going to be kicked off with the full moon, and over these next 72 hours, what are the themes that are going to pop up that Capricorn should be aware of, Spirit? What is coming in? Ooh, okay. That really just wanted to present itself here. Yes, you do have some new beginning that's coming in here for you. For some of you, it's coming in through some kind of financial opportunity. It could be a work opportunity. It could be a work opportunity that's more in alignment with the direction you want to head in. There's some kind of blessing coming in here. It does provide a lot of growth for your future, and it is protected for you, right? I think it's going to close a really difficult cycle that's been thwarting your success with the world here. It's possible you could have been dealing with some interference from a fixed sign energy. I got Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, or Scorpio here. But there's something that you're investing in here. You're putting your energy into a fresh start in a new direction in terms of your success. Your success is being redefined. You have a project you're focused on here. Whatever this is, it's waking up something inside of you, just like this font of wisdom, this creative energy. All of these ideas are starting to brim in you. And I do feel like you're going to have great success in this venture. It puts a really difficult cycle behind you, and it brings in the kind of fulfillment you're seeking with the 10 of Cups here. Really beautiful energy. Yeah, you've been in battle for a while. Some of you have actually been in battle in terms of, fending off some spiritual attacks. I have to say it is coming through here. But whoever was, throwing some, cruddy energy your way, they are about to be confounded, and it brings you victory and peace. So this is very, very positive energy. I'm going to go ahead and look at this now because we got this one occult card covering this angel here. So this might give a clue about where there's been interference. You see, 8 of Swords. Somebody might have been doing something. It could have been through, just sort of like running their mouth and speaking badly about you, or manipulating in some way in terms of your social circle or people you work with, things along these lines that was in some way holding you back with the 8 of Swords. This also could be somebody, like I said, they may have treated you like a child, and that can be very undermining. This person may have made you feel like you didn't know the best way to move forward, or you didn't have the power to take certain actions here. But I see you're getting freed from this prison of the mind, this false narrative this person put around you. And I do feel like they see, that you're on course. You're the captain of your ship and you're heading in a certain direction. And they kept trying to sink your battleship, but I don't feel it's going to work out that way. This person's losing a certain level of control. They're losing a certain level of control here. I like this for you, okay? What were they trying to interrupt here? 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords. Could have been a Leo. I mean, we do have this lion energy here. I think the angels are a bit frustrated with this character. Whoever has been causing these problems, the angels are a little fed up with this person. This could also be somebody from your past. It could be somebody you were connected to in the past that's just relentlessly causing problems. I mean, this person's slandered. They are impious. It says here that you have protection against slander and impious people, though. So this person's getting caught up. And I like this because for you, it gives you sense of rest. I also feel that you're pulling away from this particular person, or you already cut this person off. And since you did this, you're just starting to feel this certain sense of calm come over you. So this is really good energy. Yes, and you're recovering your strength here. So you do have some good allies on your side. You do have really supportive people around you who are here to lift you up, help you get to the other side of this challenge. There's that Leo energy again. And there's people here who are loyal to you, and they're going to help you be delivered from this oppressive influence. Again, victory. So there's some kind of poetic justice coming through for you, Capricorn. And it does lead to a really great connection here. I see 2 of Cups, all right? So the proper alignment's coming in. What you're setting in motion here, it will come to a place of fruition for you. And again, I just feel like you're in this really inspired space where you've got so many ideas coming in. It's like you feel your energy really returning now that this influence is being moved out of the way. And I feel like you're going to move forward with a lot of ease and grace here as the road opens up for you. It looks like you've been through something that was really challenging and unfair, but you're getting to the other side. And there's somebody that you're partnering with on something here. I feel like this brings in a really, really successful manifestation for you. There's a lot of positivity in this connection, whoever you're partnering with here. For some of you, it's a romantic partner coming in that you just feel like in total alignment with this person. I do feel there's something you're working on together, and that feels really good. For others of you, this is just somebody that is a real ally on your path, somebody you have affinity with, and you're both working on something together that's very fulfilling. And whatever this is, this partnership, it turns out very well for you. Okay, so that is some excellent energy, Capricorn. Okay. No, we're not going to Aquarius. There might be, look at that. Okay, I didn't mean to bring that in. I meant to go to Taurus. So some of you were dealing with an Aquarius that was causing problems for you. Okay, just bringing it in. All right, Taurus. Let's see, Taurus, 31:10 on the clock. Okay, so yes, there's something that you are ready to build on the foundation of what was closed in the past. Your lucky synchronicity symbol is the number 7, okay? So anytime you see combinations of the number 7, pay attention. It means there's some luck coming into view for you. There's something that also is operating on a more spiritual level. So there's some source of wisdom in your environment, some sort of knowledge that you need to tap into that's being revealed to you that will be a lucky break for you when you see the number 7, Taurus. I have a feeling that you're dealing with something, Taurus, during this cycle that's getting kicked off with this full moon that is a little difficult to navigate. It's something that's puzzling you a bit. It's got those vibes of trying to find the missing piece to a puzzle, or I'm almost even seeing like a Rubik's Cube, you know, and trying to get all of the colors to align, trying to get something to align. Whatever this is, there's details at play. The devil's in the details. The tricky aspects are in the details, and the details matter. You can't just look at the bigger picture here. You have to look at things you normally would sort of just turn a blind eye to, I feel. There's also a quality of perfectionism here that maybe needs to be brought in a little bit more. Normally, I wouldn't encourage somebody to be a perfectionist, but whatever you're dealing with here, ooh, do you see? It can really get out of hand if you're not paying attention to the details. I feel like you're dealing with somebody in this situation who's a real stickler, and they're not going to let certain things slide. I almost feel like they're testing you a little bit, Taurus, I have to say. It's a bit of a dumb show. You know what I mean? It's like someone's speaking to you directly, but they're not communicating with words. It's more like they're communicating through gestures, you know? Certain moves they're making are informing you. Also, I feel like somebody may be putting on an act with you. I got op energy, all right? So there's somebody around you who may be putting on an act. This person is a stickler. This person is a perfectionist. This person's paying attention to details, okay? And I feel like this person should be tipped off to you because you're a little puzzled by them. Maybe they're moving in a certain way, or there's something they're doing that doesn't make sense to you. It's confusing you a little bit. It's throwing you off. Pay attention to the things they're doing. Like, pay attention to those more subtle gestures. I feel like the communication is coming through loud and clear. You're just not looking at it. It was 34:34 on the clock. 7:7. Okay, there's a synchronicity there. There is something that you need to seek knowledge about in order to resolve this. I do have the piece too that some of you may be involved in the industry. You may be involved in acting. That came in specifically. And I feel like you could be dealing with somebody in the industry here, maybe that is in competition with you. All right. They might be paying a little bit too much attention to what you're doing, maybe so they can beat you to the chase with a particular opportunity. I also have this energy of somebody sort of like keeping too close of an eye on you, like somebody who's spying, you know, it's got a little bit of like private detective kind of energy here. Or possibly you could be starting to move into this area because there's certain things that you don't understand and you feel like you need to retrieve some information. All right, let's check it out, Taurus. See what we got here. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. Yeah, okay. This could be with somebody who's just moving in a certain way that you're just a little suspicious about. Could be a fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You may think that this person's a bit of a player. Yeah, there's something this person's doing. Like they're really like changing their stance on something, or they're heading in a much different direction than they said they were going in, or there's something about a real radical change in stance or activity, like something this person's doing is sort of like putting up your hackles. You may be afraid that this person's about to get you hooked into something. All right. Let me get some more details for you here, Taurus. What's coming in around this for Taurus, Spirit? What's coming in for Taurus around this, Spirit? It may be that this person's trying to get you caught up. Maybe they're trying to catch you slipping. I can see that too. They might be keeping an eye on you. They're studying you. You know, maybe that's why you're feeling this energy where something just feels a little bit off. Something's puzzling you. You know, even if you're not aware that somebody's sort of like keeping an eye on you, paying attention to what you're doing, you know, you can feel it. And you can feel it. That's what I got. You can see if anything else wants to come out here for you, Taurus. I got 2 cards coming out here for you. We got on the bottom of the deck. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this is like Pied Piper kind of energy. It's almost like somebody's trying to lure you in to get you caught up. That's what I feel. It says loyalty and allegiance, friendship and reconciliation. So this may be somebody that's coming around that wants to reconcile with you. Maybe after going through a period of time where they really like shut you out or, you know, ignored you. You were trying to connect with this person and they sort of like turned their back on you. I think that's why you're sort of suspecting the advance here. It's like you feel like it's a bit of that Pied Piper kind of energy. You're wondering like, where are you leading me? Like, where is this going? What's going to happen here? I do have strength here. Okay. You could be dealing with a Leo in relation to this. There is somebody in this situation or a few people here who are loyal to you, who can help you out here. There is somebody on the scene that is a bit of an oppressive influence in your life. And I do feel like energy around it. Okay. So it's somebody that you already know though, and normally you would be friendly to. They're still in your camp here. All right. Or they're going to try to come back. This could be a person who changes sides, you know. One minute they're against you, the next minute they want to make up and be friends again, and they like flip-flop, you know. This person goes, you know, wherever they feel they can get an advantage. Yeah. I do feel like you have some people here though, some close friends, some people that are really loyal to you that are helping you navigate this, and you're going to be able to overcome this challenge. All right. They're going to help you rise above this challenge. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And with this, we got the King of Wands. Right? We've got the name Daniel coming in there. Eloquence gives answers to those in doubt. Right. So there may be somebody that's alerting you. You might be getting news from somebody alerting you to a particular issue. I feel like you got like a Knight of Wands energy coming around that's not a king. I almost feel like there's two fire signs operating here. That's how it feels to me. So I feel like you got a fire sign energy here who is loyal to you, and they see what's going on. And then you've got a couple other good friends in your corner here too who can help you sort of see through this and solve this particular riddle. But they're going to help you take a strong action that helps you rise above whatever this individual that's trying to lure you into, um, it gets you sort of on the other side of that. You got some people here that are going to help you navigate this a bit. I feel like the person that is loyal to you here that can help you out and is giving you some answers where you have doubts, they're a Leo. They're a Leo, but you got some other fire sign energy that is a little problematic here that's trying to get you caught up, okay? And I think you're getting some assistance here from some good friends that are allowing you to rise above this influence, not get caught up in this. And there's success in turning away from whoever's trying to sort of like rope you back into the lair. It's coming through that way, okay? It's somebody who wants to reconcile with you. You'll know who this person is because they flip-flop all the time. you know 1 minute they got your back, the next minute they turn on you, and they always come back around, they always want to work it out, and there's somebody who's helping you really like see through the nonsense here. You got some good friends that are kind of like boosting you up here. They're giving you some strength so you can overcome this challenge, because maybe you do feel tempted to kind of like let it back in here. All right, let me do a cut the deck here and see what we got in relation to this. I do feel like this person's keeping an eye on you. We got the Page of Cups. Yes, so you could be dealing with somebody who's like a strong Leo placement and also strong water placement, or this could be somebody that has a lot of affection for you that's letting you know the truth in a situation here. They're giving you some kind of comfort, and they are protecting you from somebody who's working against you. So there may be somebody here that already knows what this Knight of Wands is up to and what their ultimate plan is, and they're putting you in the loop so you can avoid getting caught up here. Do expect to hear news from this person. They want to offer you some kind of consolation here. They want to offer you some kind of protection. And I feel it's through giving you answers where you have questions. This person's helping you out. Yes. And they're helping you avoid a tower. This is a really powerful message here. Okay. Because they're warning you of a disaster that's brewing here. They're warning you about some kind of disruption that is coming your way if you don't take action. If you don't take action, it says here they aid in transformation, okay? So do be aware of this energy, all right? There's something that can be averted here. I do think you have assistance, but this is really about knowing who to trust and knowing who not to let back in here. And again, you'll know who this character is because they flip-flop. They're flip-flopper, they're never consistent. This person comes in and out of your life over and over and over again, right, Taurus? This is something that's best avoided, because I do feel like the person's motivation for sort of reconciling with you is to really get you caught up in something that if you let this in, it's going to bring a major tower your way, okay? It's 44:22 on the clock, okay? There's a lot of alignment that wants to come in for you. There's also healthy partnerships coming in for you, and healthy partnerships you already have around you. So don't let this get destabilized for you. All right. Let's see. Now we got to bring in Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Wherefore art thou, Virgo? 44:54 on the clock for Virgo. All right, Virgo, your lucky symbol, your synchronicity symbol, what you should keep an eye out for is the evil eye. In fact, you may even want to get some kind of evil eye pendant, or you may want to wear a red string around your wrist. That's also known to avert the evil eye. I do feel like you have eyes on you right now. I do feel there are people who covet your position. I feel like there are people who are envious of you. There are people who are sending, they're sending some daggers your way. It's related to jealousy, but this is something that you should pay attention to because somebody wants something that you got, or they do feel like a sense of competition with you. So cover yourself in that way. This is somebody that's a little undercover. It might not be the first person that you would think of, I have to say. I got that this could be somebody that is a person who normally wears a uniform, but I'm almost seeing them as they normally wear a uniform, okay, but they're interacting with you, in day-to-day clothes. So this may be somebody that maybe you work at a place where you have to wear a uniform and you get together and you hang out outside of work. This could be somebody who's like a work colleague, or it could be somebody who works in that kind of field where they have to wear a uniform, but you know them, you hang out with them outside of work. You don't work with them, but it's just coming through as like sort of an identifying marker here. Again, I got the letter D came in for you as well in relation to this tricky kind of energy. So I don't know, is there a Capricorn connection for you? You may both know this individual, all right? This may be a group situation, somebody you're connected to in a group. So you have friends in common, or if this is going down in the workplace, naturally, you have other people in common here. There's a lot coming in around work. I got something about interlocking directorates, which is usually like a situation where there's a corporation with a board of directors. And even though there's like different establishments, different departments and such, there's one board of director that sort of has everything under the same control. And in other words, there's like a certain standard procedures, there's certain protocol, and everybody's under the same umbrella. It would be sort of like a district manager, kind of energy. I do feel like job performance is being monitored right now. This may be something you're already suspecting, but I feel like job performance is being monitored like more undercover. Okay. So like sometimes companies will send somebody in that seems like, they're a customer, or, they don't seem like there's somebody that works for the company, and they do it so they can evaluate employee performance. So I feel like you're dealing with a situation like that. So do really be aware of being on your game at this time, so you don't get tripped up. I do got this piece about monitoring job performance, but it's being done more undercover. And again, it's got that vibe of like, this is standard procedure to sort of like send somebody in who seems like they're a customer, or, they're not connected to the company, so they can really observe employee performance here. But whatever this is, I do feel like you are acing this, okay? It will come through good for you in the end. I feel like something really is your forte and you're going to shine. So this may actually bring you a level up opportunity. You may have felt like a lot of competition in the workplace. And so this could have even been something. Oh, yes. With that, there's stuff that flew out. Yeah, judgment. Okay. there may have been somebody who sort of was gunning for you in the workplace. And this may be why there's monitoring of your job performance here. But I feel like there's going to be a judgment in your favor. This situation is going to turn around. Actually feel like you're about to level up in your work. It looks like you might get some kind of promotion or offered an opportunity to just earn more money, be in a higher position where you're at, or gain some kind of traction in the field you're in. Whoever is monitoring your job performance here, like they like what they see. So I do see this turning out very favorably for you with judgment. We've got Libra energy coming in there. Okay. And yeah, I feel whoever this tricky character was, they're a bit of a shapeshifter here. There's somebody that's been problematic for you. It's really coming through as maybe a work friend or somebody you've been working with, all right? It could be somebody in your social circle, but I'm feeling such strong work vibes here. If it's somebody in your social circle, this person normally works in a field where they have to wear a uniform. That's how you'll know who this character is. This person's jealous because of some new opportunity you're getting here. They may even be jealous because of some love opportunity that's coming your way, all right? Or somebody you're connected to romantically. Maybe you turn this person down. You turn this person down and they've been problematic ever since. If you work with this person and you turn them down romantically, they've caused problems for you on the job, all right? I think you're going to really recognize where this problem is coming from, who the issue is. It's going to become quite evident to you. You're no longer really choosing to spend time with this particular individual, all right, when we got here. Yeah, you're bringing something to a close here because there was somebody you were aligned with before with the world here that really held you back, and you suffered as a result before. And in fact, I'm just going to bring it in. I do advise that maybe don't hang out with people that you work with. You know what I'm saying? Or don't share things related to work with people that you're friends with outside of work. There's something here about just being careful about how you talk about your work. I would be careful on social media too, like what you're putting out there in relation to your work. Because it does seem like somebody here is jealous or envious about a particular opportunity that you have, and they may try to get you tripped up here, all right? Yes, yes, yes. All right. But whatever this is, it could be a Leo. I mean, we got strong Leo indications here. Somebody feels like injured in this situation. That's why they're problematic. They could be a fixed sign energy. They don't have to be, but they could be a Taurus. They could be a Leo. They could be an Aquarius, or they could be a Scorpio. All right. You could be one of these rising signs. All right. And you've been dealing with this issue. You've been dealing with this issue in the workplace. That just came through. Interesting for that to come through. Whatever you're doing here, you're really skilled at what you do. Like you're really on your game. You stand out. I feel like this is sort of working against this person. Wherever they gave a tip off or wherever they stirred up this sort of dissension around you in the workplace, whoever is observing your work, like they're super impressed with what you're doing and you're about to get leveled up as a result. So it's sort of like whoever this person is, they thought they were going to spoil some opportunity for you. It actually works out in your favor. So you can congratulate them for helping you out there when you get this success. Yeah, be grateful for this because I do feel like whatever's going on here, it's going to really increase knowledge as far as, you know, what you bring to the table. In other words, you're going to be known for being really strong in your field, really being strong in your skill set here. So ultimately, this works out to your benefit. Let me do a cut of the deck here and see what we got. Interesting energy, man. Yeah, Three of Swords. This is a vulture, man. This person is greedy. This person is just, they can't stand that you're coming into alignment with something that it's earmarked for you. You worked really hard here and you deserve this opportunity. And I don't know why I got that. There might be like some kind of like love connection or somebody that, you know, tried to approach you romantically. You turned them down. Maybe you ended up with somebody else. Maybe y'all work together or something like that. There's some workplace connection. Yeah. This is somebody who wanted to try to also swipe your opportunity. This could be a work competitor. They saw you leveling up, so they tried to get in the way of that. They wanted to take that opportunity from you, but it's not going to work out for them. And whoever this person is, their cover's about to be blown. They will be outed. Yep. And it's somebody who plays like they're your friend. They do. They play like they're your friend to your face, but they're full of it, man. They're full of it. They're not going to be successful. And with that, we got the Emperor. Okay. I think you're rising up in a position of power here. This is really positive energy for you. I see that it exasperates the hell out of somebody else, though. This really bugs them, man. But you got safe travel heading on up that ladder. All right. It looks really good for you. And you're going to be protected against any of these conspiracies they tried to weave here. Emperor energy, that could be an Aries in play in this situation. Whatever it is, it turns out in your favor. You're moving on up.